First at 6 tonight, it has been exactly 1 month since 2 people were killed in a mass shooting at Brown University. 9 more people were hurt. The shooting set off a desperate manhunt that lasted nearly a week. The university community, the city, and the entire region were shaken. The campus hasn't fully reopened just yet. Good evening. I'm Emily Bowles.
And I'm Gene Valicenti. We're back at Brown tonight to see what's happened in the past month and what changes have yet to be made. NBC 10's Dan Janey continues our live coverage tonight. Dan?
You know, Gene and Emily, a month is not a long time. Ask anybody who's lost a loved one or had a loved one hurt. But in that month, there have been plenty of tears and recovery and questions. And that's all part of the process, as well as the changes. But across the street, there it is, a wall of flowers. And you can see how raw it is when students returning here to campus stand there and look at it. A sea of flowers remains outside the Barris and Hawley building. Wilted ones of old in a chorus of fresh ones of today. The sweet smell in a cold January air.
Now that I'm here, it's even more like real.
Dr. Thomas Isgen of Germany arriving to begin research here.
I was shocked that this could happen close to Brown University.
Workers seen on campus adding cameras and safety measures. The Band-Aid of safety ripped off 1 month ago when students came to this hall hoping to survive finals and instead hope to survive period.
You know, there's some kind of comfort in here and being on the community, you know, so when everything went south, you know, it was kind of really distraught for the whole community. You know, workers, families, everybody that's included, even the neighboring peoples.
1 month later outside the building, the older building where it happened, and we can't see any cameras here, which has really been the subject of debate between the university, the media, and police. There is a call box which was here prior to the shooting, and I did notice today what appears to be a new camera down there on the corner. On the other side of the building, we still don't see any cameras, but we do see what appears to be a new camera that's being installed. It's not fully completed. But what people in the community have also told me is just down this street is where the president's mansion is, and there are cameras at that home. It all comes down to the question, do people feel safe here on campus?
For them to feel safe, it's going to take a minute. It's going to take a lot. You know, as one person said, we have to reset back to December 12th before everything happened to put these pieces back together again.
And that's easier said than done. The students' classes begin on January 21st. We've seen some students already trickling in so far. As far as the questions about cameras and accountability, former Providence Police Chief Hugh Clemens is heading up the investigation from Brown University. He's not able to speak about that yet, but will when he gets the green light. I did put a request in for a one-on-one with Brown University President Christina Paxson. They said she wasn't available today, and I made it clear whenever she's available, night or day, so will I be available. Our Team 10 coverage continues tonight with the city of Providence already taking some actions tonight, and that's where our coverage continues with my colleague Molly Levine, who also was here on campus 1 month ago.
That's right, Dan. The city actually released today an after actions letter. They're looking back at their response. Now, this letter highlights the timeline of the response and also outlines what's next. Saturday, December 13th, 4:05 p.m., the first call came in for reports of shots fired in and around the Barris and Hawley building.
We as a city, we made contact with every single patient and had them transported to the hospital in 12 minutes.
The after action letter shows a timeline of the city's response.
I'm very proud of the initial response.
And highlights the next steps, starting with the hiring of an external consultant to review the response and work with city and all parties involved to learn from it.
A non-biased, independent, third party with a fresh set of eyes coming in and asking hard questions and then being willing to tell us what we did well, what we could have done better.
The city will also open a resiliency center in a partnership with Family Services of Rhode Island.
Individuals can walk in, get mental health support. That could be a brief conversation. It could be a substantive conversation with a counselor in a dedicated private space. And this will be free and available to the community for months to come.
It'll review which colleges in the capital city share their campus camera footage with Providence Police's Real-Time Crime Center.
Students and faculty and staff on campus will be safer, and the community as a whole will be safer the more people that participate.
Back at Brown University.
What about Brown? Do you think that they should be doing the same thing? Do you expect them to?
I do think that Brown would be well served by hiring their own third-party independent consultant like we are, and I've shared that with them. I think they're going to do it.
And we do know that Brown University has already launched the initiative Brown Ever True, which works to provide supports for students in the short and long term. And then also Hugh Clements, he's already here on campus and implementing new safety measures, that being new key card access, blue light phones that we saw actually just going up as we speak, cameras and safety measures like that, Dan.
Yeah, behind this camera, guys, construction workers have been working on implementing some of these. Speaking about the mayor and the colonel who you saw exclusively here at 5:30, they will be recognized at the State of the State across down at the State House at 7 o'clock. I'll be joining Emily Bowles back in the house for our live coverage of that. 1 month later, and it still stings. From Molly Levine, I'm Dan Janik. Emily, Jean?